What's up, everyone? I am All Day Ray from alldayraysports.com and facebook.com/alldayraysports. And today I'm going to show you how to give your bat a dope-ass tape job. Here we go. First thing you want to do is take the handle of the bat and give it a base layer of tape. We're going to just tape from here down. Today's design, we're going to do like a zigzag design with some diamonds in it. Okay, so what you're going to need is maybe a pair of scissors, some tape. You need 2 different colors of tape. If you really want to get into it, you can do 3 different layers. If you're going to do 3 different colors, I'd start out with the base layer being a color and just leave that alone, leave that color alone after the base layer. So today's base layer, I'm going to use yellow. My design, I'm going to use yellow and purple. Here we go. So we're just covering the handle here with a color. Doesn't need to be like crazy precise or anything. Just try not to get a lot of wrinkles in it. Try to keep the tape as taut as possible. We're going to go down to where the old grip ended. Okay. This is where the scissors come in handy. Keep yourself a nice sharp edge here. Okay, base layer. Next step, take your other color. We're going to start out, we're going to cut this tape in half, a little over half here. Just put a little cut in the tape. As you can see, I have 2 little pieces. I have a little piece and a thicker one. We're going to take the thicker one, press down that little piece. It'll stay on the tape. You're going to use that later. And what we're going to do is we're going to put one of the corners here right up on the knob. And we're going to wrap it in a spiral here, but we're going to leave some room in between the spirals, kind of like a candy cane. Try to keep the spirals nice and even. Again, it's not going to be perfect. When you get down to the point of the base layer, just go ahead and snip that. And now we're going to go the exact opposite way. You might want to take that cut and make it a nice straight edge again. Okay. See how it looks like a candy cane. Now we're going to go the opposite way of the tape we just put down, but we want to connect it. So tape is going to touch each other right there, the knob there. We're going to go the opposite way. Now we want to keep this stripe just like the last one. A nice even spacing in between them. And as you do this, you can kind of start to see the diamonds forming on the back. You want to try to keep everything symmetrical as you're doing it. Go ahead and snip this now. As you can see, the base layer is going to be your diamonds here. Okay, now we take the base layer tape and we're gonna cut this a little smaller than the strip we just used. So a little less than halfway, I'd say. And now we're gonna do the exact same thing. We're just gonna follow the same tape that we just put, that same line. And you want it smaller so that you can see the underneath tape coming out on both sides. This is where it gets pretty easy because now you're just following the same road that you laid out. Now, with that first strip, the thinner you make that first strip, the bigger the diamonds will be. The thicker you make it, obviously the smaller those diamonds will be. And I'll show you, I did a couple earlier. I'll show you what I'm talking about there. See, now you can stop at any time if you like that with just a little bit of color in it. But we're gonna do one more layer of the purple. So we got that purple, that little bit of purple we saved from earlier, that strip. Again, we're gonna follow the same road as before. You want this last strip to be at least, I'd say, 1/4 of an inch. Because the thinner you make that last layer, the more likely it is to come off. If you make it any smaller than that. So I keep it there, right at that, probably over 1/4 of an inch, just to be safe. Taping the bat's a good way to grip it. You know, 2 rolls of tape will usually do about 3 bats. So if you got a bunch of them laying around that need re-gripped, you can bang a couple out for only about $8. to peel off any little strings hanging. Maybe cut them off, it's probably a better idea. And there you go, the design's done. See the X's and diamonds. Diamonds here, X's there. And we're gonna clean it up, just the end and the knob here, so that you can't see how we did it. Just to cover those loose ends down at the bottom so that nothing falls off. You want to make it even the whole way across. I'm going to make this top one a little thinner. And there you go. You can even add a little more if you wanted to do a little piping down here at the bottom. Simple as that. Here's another bat I did with the base layer being purple and the first strips being a little thinner. You can see the design comes out a little different. And here's another one I did, black and white tape. And some double piping down there at the end. Like I said, the more you do it, the more designs you can do, the easier it becomes. The little changes you make will make the design different every time. So you just go out there and experiment. And thanks for watching. If you liked the video, go to facebook.com/alldayRaySports and like it. Thank you.